If they can get...
It's too early to judge.
Yeah, it's still very early. They have, like, I think 2 months before those competitions roll into play, and they get to play almost 10 games before then. So for me, I think by the time, they've played those games, players have had the opportunity to settle in, get the rhythm of play and be able to interpret the instructions of their managers. So for me, I think it's still very early. They have the opportunity to, like, you can't judge MFM by one game, and you can't say Plateau United is fantastic because they won. So I think we should at least give them up until probably February. Then we can judge them by, their performances so far.
All right.
I agree with you.
Okay. I'm going to ask you this because I'm tempted not to leave the issue. One, we're going to travel abroad, but I'm tempted to also ask you this. Of all the 4 teams that will be on the continent, you're not a gambling person, but if you're going to pin your hopes on anyone,
experience, Enyimba.
Enyimba.
Yeah.
Enyimba. Okay.
You think they... Well, like the coach quite rightly pointed out, the last time we had a chat with him, he said we seem to forget that they got, the last time they were there, they got into the group.
Yeah.
And most of us don't remember that. So on the strength of that, you feel...
I think the experience, the players, the manager, and the club itself. I think when you say Enyimba in the continent, people stand and listen to you because they've worked to get where they are. I think they should be able to. I think of all of them, Plateau United will be newcomers, MFM the same. So I think Enyimba looks likely like the team to go through.
Okay. Yeah, all the best.
Okay, all right. Let's quickly do this and get it out of the way. Our friend, respected journalist, sports commentator, Lofty Wada, joins us now. So let's quickly do this. Lofty, if you can hear me, good morning. Let's quickly have your impression about the 2018 African Nations Championship.
Thank you for your invitation. I think, personally, that it has been more open, than AFCON in itself, because teams seems to be more open to play and not playing negative football. I think also that the fact that the infrastructures also are helping very much. You have great pitches which help teams to play very well also, and yes, also I think. The biggest surprise for me has been, I would say, the fact that it has been quite open, and we didn't see, I would say, except one game or two, we didn't see, for instance, very negative football. There were teams playing for the win, and that was for me a heartwarming surprise.
Okay, you've seen Nigeria. I mean, that's our interest from this part of the world. Your impression about Nigeria's team? A lot of us here feel they can win the tournament. I don't know if you agree.
Personally, I think Nigeria will be the favorites with Libya, and I think this draw against Rwanda won't change my mind. I think that the favorites with Libya of the group, and even at a certain extent, I would say they are the favorites of one of the favorites for the tournament. Because we all know Nigeria. We all know its power, and they are, at my eyes, one of the favorites, and they were unlucky to win against Rwanda on 2 days ago. And I think, yes, they are one of the favorites, and with Morocco, Zambia, and Libya, from what we saw, and Nigeria have the quality, if they were more precise, I think they would have won easily the game against Rwanda, and now they have to play Libya, which will be basically the game for the first spot. And now they still have their fate between their own hands, and that's the most important. I think if they are more precise, I think they will easily qualify, because we saw, and I think you saw as me, that Equatorial Guinea wasn't very good against Libya, and so were Rwanda. I think it will be a two-horse race, for in this group between Libya and Nigeria, and the hopes are still high and are still well aligned.
Okay, you talked about Libya and Nigeria as being favorites to win the tournament. What do you think about the host nation, Morocco?
I think I was surprised, I would say, because when I saw them playing against Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, even if it was against a team of a smaller caliber, I would say, than Libya, because they are champions. Because you know they weren't we weren't used to see them playing such offensive football, and not very with very few defensive minded plays. I think that's what surprises me the most, because over the field they have the quality, you know, but as for many teams in this first round, I think the mentality was surprising, because you know Libya are very they have those players, they have those players from Ahli Tripoli, from Ittihad, from Ahli Benghazi, etc., who are seasoned to African tourneys. So I think yes, it was the main surprise for me was the change of mentality, and I hope for them that it will continue, because you know they have the material to play good football, and in the past years they are probably one of the most negative sides of African football. You know, they were only tackling, defending, etc. Although the quality was there, and it's heartwarming to see them playing like this, you know, and may it continue, I hope.
Thank you very much, Lofty Wada, for finding out time to talk to us this morning. Okay, Morocco, Nigeria, Libya. Well, my favorite, of course, is Nigeria. Now, before we quickly go on a break, Rafael Nadal has won his match 6-3, 6-4, 7-6. More like just breezing through. He's one of the favorites to win it, right? Against Leonardo Mayer this morning at Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne. Okay, now, talk about Kelechi Iheanacho, right? Yes. I mean, before we go on this, we'll talk about Kelechi Iheanacho. You know, we've been saying that he has not been scoring.
Right?
Yeah,
right now he's scoring.
It's not just for Nigeria; it's for his own good. When you get goals as a striker, it's you know it gives you more motivation, and it's also good. You know, he's making history. The goal was cancelled, the second one. But I think I like the way he took the first goal. Yeah. It was, you know, it showed a player who was hungry to perform. If he can't continue in that, eventually I think gradually he will build himself into the Leicester first team. Right. I think he has what it takes.
He doesn't need to leave.
No, well, for us, we want him to leave, but we'll have to think about his career on the long term. I think he's in the right place. He should just, you know, get scoring.
Okay, we'll come back. We'll get to read this tweet. We'll go for a break now. We'll come back. We'll talk more sports.